How you feeling, brother?
Feeling all right.
How you really feeling, brother?
Really
How you feeling, brother? How you really feeling? They don't ask us that often, bro.
Yeah.
Right? How you really feeling, man? Like I care about you.
Right? Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I've been sick. I think it just was an accumulation of just being overworked, overwhelmed, not enough time to rest, running off low sleep every day. And then it compromised immune system, easily get sick. And then, so I think I needed these days either way, sick or not, to rest. So I think I feel a little better now.
Got some rest?
But yeah.
A little more clear-headed?
Definitely been.
It'll catch up, man.
Been running on some fumes lately, but
it'll catch up, man. The American dream, the American hustle, capitalism, man, creating content. It's like the pressures of that, then just plus modern day man. Like, it's just like, it's a lot. So,
it's a lot.
Yeah, man. You know, my fucking immune systems, they tearing our immune systems up, man.
You know,
for real, low key, man.
We gotta do everything we can to keep this shit up ourselves.
Nah, it's all
Eat
good.
right, work out.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Right? What you gonna do, bud?
I'm alive.
Hey,
I'm semi-healthy, so I'm happy.
You got everything you need, really, man. Yeah. You know, so blessed at the end of the day. But I get you, bro. It's pressure, a lot of pressure.
Facts.
That shit'll catch up. But I'm glad you got some rest.
Thank you.
Me as well.
I
went to sleep nice and early last night, brother. This morning I went and sweat some out with Zaya. Played some soccer. Right? Yeah, he beat me in a 5-game series, you know. Nice. But it was game 5 to the last go. I don't know how he pulled it off, but he has this thing where he'll let his emotions get the best of him. And whenever his emotions are getting the best of him, man, he's getting tore up by me. I'm tearing him up. I'm like, yo. So I let him know. I'm like, yo, bro, it's your emotions. So I said, feel them. Feel those emotions, bro. But don't let them control the outcome of how you perform. Yeah. It's okay to feel those emotions, but don't let them take over, right? So he didn't let those emotions take over. So man, we get down. 5. Yeah, he got me in game 5. It was 2 to, we was going to 3 in a series of 5, and he got me 2-3 in game 5, as close as a series could get. But nice. He didn't let his emotions take over, but he felt them, you know, and it's okay. It's okay to feel those. But yeah, so he performed. That's good for him.
That's dope.
Yeah, so I got to sweat some of that out today too. Just rest and kind of recover. I had a little bit of a slower week, and then it got bang. So I just got slapped over the head.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, more conscious of how I spend my time. You know, it's time versus money situation, and it's like, remember what's important. So I'm still struggling with it, but I'm conscious of it. So that's good. You know, moving.
It's all moving. It's all part of the process.
It's part of the process, bro.
Asked to be busy, but then,
you know, it's a big job. But we back. We started today. Well, damn, that's different than how we usually start. You look great, by the way. I love the fit. I get it. So you got the boxing glove, Mike 6 rings, and then you got the glove, the Michael Jackson glove. That's the 3 mics right there. Yeah. Damn.
I thought it was cool.
That's fire. Yeah. I like
cool
that.
Little pickup.
Looks good. Yeah. With the Supreme Snake. Woo.
Yeah.
Zoom in on that joint.
My bad. Yeah.
Now we got to zoom in on that. That shit got texture to it. It's leather. It's a snake skin.
This was actually not gifted to me, but given to me years ago. I did some photo work for a friend of mine who was really into fashion, probably still is, really into fashion, and they knew I was at the same time. And so he was like, hey, man, I could give you this much, but would you also want this Supreme hat? And I was like, yeah, fuck. And I've probably had this hat for like 10 years plus now. Yeah.
Bartering is shit, bro.
Yeah,
you know? Man. Yeah.
It's the way to do it. That's how they did it back in the day.
Hell yeah. So back to another episode of Catch the Fade. You know who it is. I'm Miggs. Well, you might not know who it is. I'm Miggs. Good to meet you.
You might be a new.
You might be somebody. Yeah. We pop up on the algorithm. That's the best.
You know,
when somebody pop up and, yo, I like this. I love that. That's the best. But I'm Miggs. This is the sunglassed assassin, Ozzy.
That's
you know what I'm saying. The Cargo King. Yeah, we back.
I like that Cargo
King.
Yeah,
the Cargo King, the sunglassed assassin.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of AKAs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of AKs. A lot of AKAs.
A whole lot of.
Come on, man.
Stole that shit.
Stole that. But yeah, welcome back. We'll just cover last night's fight night. crazy, right? A lot of finishes.
Yeah. Especially early on in the card.
Yeah.
There were a lot of finishes early on in the card.
A lot of finishes.
Yeah.
What's his name? Hyoji something. He came from Bellator and Ryzen, but prior to that, he was 7-1 in the UFC. In the UFC. He came back
after 9 years
after
off.
9
years not in the organization.
So 9 years out of the organization. His last loss was to Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Yeah.
A very skilled guy. So a lot of people thought he was the top 25er in the world for a long time. He comes back. He's against a Dagestani prospect. Habib in the corner, Islam in the corner. 2 former champions and 2 debated GOATs. What he did? He put work on him.
Put work on him, yeah.
Put work on him.
Pieced him up. Yeah, he looked good.
He looked really good,
He looked really good, especially for being out of the organization. Even if you're still competing, it's not at the same level. It's not, you're not competing against the UFC guys.
Yeah.
And so to come back in there and look like he didn't leave, he looked like he been there the whole time. So that was a good win for him. It was cool. It was entertaining. In the 125 division, it doesn't take long to get a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
You one good win. Next thing you know, next week, you're scheduled for the next title fight because there's not a lot of guys in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Pantoja's, he's beat pretty much all of them, so it's cool. 1 win, 2 wins there could get you a title shot. So
yeah. And he said he's down to fight Pantoja. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about him being down to fight a teammate?
I mean, at the end of the day, you're in a weight class where, again, there's not a lot of competition.
Yeah.
What are you fighting for if not to get to the top, get paid more, and be the champion? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're talking about work. This is work.
Yeah, and you were gone for 9 years. You came back while Pantoja is the champion. So, you're going to have to fight him. It is what it is. If you want that or you're just sitting there hoping for your teammate to lose so that you can fight.
That's the funny part. I had that conversation. That's funny. It's like waiting for your teammate to lose is like, well, you want him to lose anyway, but it's different than like because you got to go in there, kill or be killed. And it is a little different, but like say if it was us, it'd be a little bit different, smaller circumstances, definitely probably closer than like a huge gym like ATT, and not even on some gym shit outside the gym. It's different. I get Marab and Aljo going like, nah, that's like, he comes over and watches the fights with me and like we kick it and go have coffee. It's different, Yeah. And then even then, sometimes maybe we go, we should just bang it out for the check, bro. We sparred last week. Anyways,
honestly, for that check.
So for the
whoever
check,
wins gets the belt.
And we both, the belt's right here.
Exactly.
So
we bring it on the podcast.
I'm talking, the belt is here. Whoever wins that fight, wins that fight. Fuck it. Who cares, bro? You know what I'm saying? One of us going to win.
Like with Aljo and Marab, the thing is, I think there was always a plan for Aljo to move up. Mm-hmm. So it was a little bit easier for Marab to be like, I know at some point he's going to move up.
I'm going to
win. And whether he loses the belt or not, his plan is to move up. Then it'll be my turn. So he felt like he could maybe afford more of that time, where this guy is like, first of all, you train at the same gym. You're not bros. Like, you're not friends.
No, it's different. And that's a huge gym. It's different, probably head coaches, bro.
Exactly. So
honestly,
if you chose to come back to the same organization as him, you got to know that you're probably going to fight him unless you think this Joshua Van kid is going to take his belt.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, you praying on his downfall.
Yeah,
you praying for somebody else to beat him, or you praying to beat him. Either way, you praying on the downfall. So
and I don't think
just get it over with. Yeah, just fight.
Yeah, I highly doubt they're like that close either.
If they were, I feel like it would have been made a story already.
Or they would have, or they planned to do that, or they were like, "Yo, call me out because I'm moving up," or something like that. But yeah, he looked great. Then we could probably shoot. There was a bunch of finishes. No, we'll talk about my man, Dominicano, Waldito
Acosta.
Yo, wow.
Yeah, man.
Heavy hands.
Got a knockout after the eye poke. Called out Tom Aspinall, for the eye poke. And then comes 2 weeks later, I think 2-3 weeks later, knocks out another guy. So he's on a little run. He's on a little tear. Plus, his name is out there in a division where, like 125, there's not a lot of guys that
top heavy.
Exactly. So 1, 2, 3 wins, and your name gets out there, and next thing you know, you're arguing with Tom Aspinall, and then you're fighting him after whatever happens between him and Cyril Gane, because we got to see him and Cyril Gane again. But whatever happens after that, you got Waldo Acosta in there making some noise, showing that he's game, showing you can call him short notice, whatever. Eye poke, whatever.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's a good look for him, and his finishes. So, you know, he's not boring. He's entertaining.
Exactly. Yeah, they're definitely going to give him a skyrocket. That's what, 5 fights inside the calendar year, 4 straight knockouts, 2 week back. That's crazy. Into you know what? I'll go main before I go co-main on this.
Okay.
Right. What you think about the main? Arman Sarukian versus Dan Hooker.
Obviously we already talked about this, but I don't really like Arman.
Yeah,
he kind of annoys me.
I fuck with him. I like him.
Yeah, he just kind of annoys me, but he showed that in that division right now, he's looking like the man, and he showed why. You know, Dan Hooker's not a slouch. Dan Hooker's he's a beast, especially after the tattoos, the hair, you know, the whole transition. He's come back even crazier. He's always down to fight whoever.
He's motivated. He's crazy.
Yeah, you know. So, and he had got a couple wins in a row. So he was looking to make that jump. If you beat Arman, you're right there. That's title contention, because you know they don't like Arman. So for any reason to get Arman out of title contention, they're looking for it. And that's probably what they were doing with Dan Hooker. Somebody who's going to go in there is just crazy enough to throw the right punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then Arman did what Arman does.
That backfired. It's just it seemed like a mismatch to me. As much as I like Dan, I like Dan Hooker. He came out straight out the gate, let some kicks go that I was like, from both sides too. He was throwing a switch. He was throwing the lead leg and the back leg. I'm like, yo, this dude is coming out with some crazy kicks, but those are going to time soon. You know, it's kind of what it looked like. That pressure. Once Arman's so good at closing distance. He's so explosive. So he can be out of range or right in range, and then boom, he's in his range. While he gives up all that height, he's still so explosive and speedy in getting in range. And you're afraid of everything. You're afraid of the takedown. You're afraid of the boxing. And I think that's what it comes down to. He is that good at the end of the day. And I think he has nine submissions, 5 knockouts, right? Out of his 22 wins prior to this fight. Yeah. So he's a finisher. You know, he finishes fights. Dan's been finished. He has 12 losses. That tells its own story as well. Yeah. So he's finishable. He's taken a lot of losses. And I felt like it was a mismatch. I felt like they were both being punished in a way. But while you got a clear BMF contender, you give him Arman. But it's also if you do get rid of him, bro, I'm going to give you some extra bread and you get a title shot. Think about that. You know, he's like, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, mate. I'm going to take it. Yeah. I mean, everyone, every fighter in that organization or every fighter period thinks they are the best, thinks they can take out whoever. So you're going to take a dude like Dan Hooker. You're going to be like, oh, if you can get past this guy, the title shot is yours. He's not going to say no, you know? Yeah, BMF will still be there after. He's not going to say no to probably his last chance at a title shot, you know? So I would have took it too. But yeah, Arman showed. And he's fine. He's fine. Yeah. He'll be all right. He's going to get fights. He's cool. Yeah. I feel like Arman showed, that he's next in line. His levels. And it wasn't anything different from what I thought. I hope Dan Hooker would be able to pull it off. But yeah. Dude, he had 2 chokes cinched. Yeah. I mean, like, as cinched. There's no other way to cinch him better, right? I'm tripping. And like, they were all the way deep. Here. And he exorcist head spun. He does those spins, man. That breakdancing shit. That Jabberwocky. Yeah. The shit LeBron did. That shit they call LeBron doing the other day. Gliding across the floor. Bro. That shit helps. The shit he was doing with Nina Drama really helps. Crazy. Man. He was just, those are like wrestling moves. That's more different. So, I think. Yeah, that's different. Yeah. The way he twists out of those and then into full mount was crazy. He did one of them. I don't know if all the way in. All the way into it was nuts. I think that was the one that was the one that finished it. Yeah, because that's the one that went into the head and arm. Yeah. That was. They're both reversals. Yeah. That's crazy. I couldn't do that shit. My neck would have snapped. No, I couldn't. I can't do. I couldn't have lasted as long as Dan Hooker did from Mount. But pretty much what I expected to happen. I think maybe now we make Dan Hooker go back down there, maybe get somebody who's also coming off a loss like Beneil Dariush, and then set him up for some type of BMF situations and stuff like that, since he's hanging out down there in 55, right?
Yeah.
And then as far as Sarukian, an obvious title shot. If it doesn't happen, it's gonna be weird.
Gonna look crazy.
It's gonna look weird to me, because he pretty much showed who the contender is. Yeah. I get it. You had to sit out. He sat his time. But I honestly think the UFC feels like they can't control him because he's of a billionaire family, and he's outside in Bugattis already and all that. So they probably feel like he's not as controllable. And I feel like that's why they're that hard on him. I don't know what he did behind the scenes, but hurting your back doesn't warrant. Yeah, it doesn't warrant that. But then he got on top of, I don't know if you noticed that, when he got on top of his teammates or his friend's shoulder, and they were like, get down. I don't know if he was doing something very reckless that hurt his back, and they were like, why are you doing stupid shit right before your fight? So when he got up on their back, he was like, good down.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was it. Still like before he gave his speech. Yeah, it was before that. And his other coach was like, so maybe he was doing something reckless we don't know about behind the scenes. And I would totally understand. Like, you risk that for that, you know? So, but yeah, clearly him and Ilya. I hope Ilya doesn't do the normal,
ducking and
I'd rather vacate. And it's just like, oh, come on, man. You just make the fight, bro. Stop being picky and choosy. And
what would his reason be for not wanting to fight Arman?
He already said, like, if it's Arman, he will rather vacate the belt.
Why?
But
does he have a reason?
No, I think maybe it was before this win. I'm guessing
he just didn't think he
was worthy. Yeah. I don't know how.
It don't matter who you think is worthy.
I guess so did Dana. Dana didn't either, because Dana made him fight fucking Dan Hooker in Qatar.
But either way, if Dana makes that fight, it don't matter what you think, bro. Mm-hmm. You're the fucking champion.
Yeah,
just
bro,
fight.
You signed a contract.
Yeah, that's it. Like, if you don't think he's worthy, then show us.
Exactly.
It should be easy fighting then. Out here with that.
And it's not that he's fought tougher or like, bro, like, you've already fought 3 amazing fighters, bro. It's not like Arman's that much different than those 3 that he just came up from fucking beating. Volk, Holloway, Charles.
Yeah.
Back to back to back. I mean, all right. Sarukian. I don't know. Maybe he thinks he's not as entertaining. He wants a big ticket sale. I don't know. But stop. Then come on, man. Like, I don't like this ducking and dodging, and I'm picky and I'm choosy shit, man. It's like, dude, like, fight. Don't you get paid?
Yeah. You don't got a choice now. I mean,
yeah, it looks like it.
Who else is it going to be at this point?
No, it looks
Arman.
Like, it looks like it's Arman to me. Yeah. And then Justin Gaethje says he may, if his next fight is in a title fight, he may retire, which I don't know why he thinks he deserves.
Where does he think he's getting a title?
I don't know why. I don't know why he thinks that. Justin Gaethje does a lot for the sport.
I love
He's an exciting fighter, but I don't think that he deserves a title fight at all. Patty, I can see where you make the argument, but you do also got to remember who he's coming off of these win streaks with. They're, I think, a combined like 1 in like 12 or something in their last fights. So I really don't feel as if Patty deserves it, but he's entertaining enough. He's big enough for the division. They have a history. I can find a reason to say, okay, that, they had the run in. They don't like each other at all, for real. It'll be a good lead up. It's going to sell a lot. And it's European and American. You're getting European dollars and American dollars. So,
yeah.
So,
yeah, I could see Pat, but it has to be Arman. It has to be Arman. I don't even like the guy, and it has to be Arman.
No, it has to be Arman, man. Yeah.
And we had Ian and Bilal.
Now, the reason I said let's leave that one for last, is because we've had a bunch of 170 guys fight in the last 2 weeks that were all
great
title implicators, right? So Ian went in, I think he was 30-27 on 2 different cards, or 30. I know he was 30-27 on one card.
I think it was 2.
Oh, 2 cards?
I think so.
Yeah, so mistaken. He went in there. Bilal fought well. I mean, as much as you're going to do against an Ian Gary right now, I feel, with the style like Bilal's.
Yeah. I think that oblique kick was really giving him issues.
Yeah.
Like,
because the jab was landing.
And you can't get in there when that shit is just, and he doesn't really have a tell on it. Like, he kept tricking me when he was going to throw it. So, and I was
how do you
looking
even do that without a tell? I don't even know. It's crazy.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of tell from it. But I think that gave him a lot of problems. And he couldn't really close the distance the way he wanted to. And then he couldn't get the takedowns that he wanted. Yeah, Ian Gary just looked like the younger, fresher fighter, you know? I think Bilal's good, but...
Bilal, remember the files, Muhammad.
Yeah.
My man said, yo, we got the Epstein camp. This camp, I ain't even gonna lie. It's very Epstein. Yo, what? Bilal.
I don't know what he meant by that one.
I don't get it because the kid is young, I guess. But what are we doing? Bilal, remember the files. So Ian Gary's win wasn't as exciting as Prates or Morales' for UFC 322. But to me, we've seen it against enough people to understand that he's clearly the front runner if Shavkat's hurt. And if Shavkat's hurt or not now, he's already been hurt so long that I feel like you lost your opportunity. What do we mean no to Arman for getting hurt? But no, Shavkat be hurt for as long as you want. You believe Shavkat's hurt, or you believe Shavkat really is on one of these secretive missions and he's part of a mercenary group or something like that, brother?
Apparently it was the same, like he re-injured the same thing that he had surgery on. I want to say it was his knee, but I'm not exactly sure. But whatever it was
a meniscus, I think.
Yeah, he re-injured that same thing. So
that's Ian Gary stomping on that shit too.
Yeah.
And kicking it, whipping it.
Yeah, that stupid ass oblique kick.
Yeah.
It's not stupid. I like it. It was not like I only really trained, so I don't compete enough to be able to throw an oblique kick, you know?
Yeah.
And even you can't throw that in amateurs. So
no.
I would love to be able to throw that. So I say stupid because it's like just some shit I can't even do.
It's like calf kicks. I want to throw calf kicks. They're ineffective with guards. Yeah. You know, it's like
I don't know about ineffective. Some people be feeling them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get off to that back angle and sweep it off the, that back area, you could feel it. But it's not the same as when you get that tender part. Yeah. Because that's the part that really does the leg. But you can't throw those. But yeah, so he's clearly deserving. He's fought guys on 2 weeks' notice. He's fought back to back. The same, a very similar situation as like a Waldito. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where it's like, he's showed up. He's put in the work against top guys. He beat Prates, who just went in and beat a former champion. Now he's beat a former champion. He had a close fight. He hasn't been finished by my man Shavkat couldn't finish him. He went in with 18-0, 18 straight finishes or 17 straight finishes or something like that with him. Couldn't finish him. Had to go back and get surgery. He clearly deserves it, if you ask me. Then on the back burner, you got Carlos Prates, who's exciting, smokes cigarettes, he's drinking, he's sitting on top of the cage. He's like, nah, we going to party, bro, and knocking people's heads off of their shoulders. So that's very entertaining to see for a champ. You want that kind of champ. You want that kind of champ, somebody who's a little more carefree and fun and but
and then you got Michael Morales. So I mean, I wouldn't be mad with Ian Gary.
It should be to me.
I want Prates to wait until someone else takes the belt from Islam so he can get in there and strike and have fun.
I think Ian Gary is right now has the best chance against Islam. I think he's just the smartest and will adapt probably the fastest. I think he's the most open-minded to adapt and has the skill to do it. Because even if you're open-minded enough to adapt, but you don't have the skill to do it, but he hasn't been finished and he hasn't been out-wrestled. Yeah. And actually, I think go check the takedowns. He's like, I think there's only been like 1 or 2 allowed between all these last guys that he's fought.
It's possible. He has takedowns.
Yeah. He hasn't even really been taken down like that. So
I wouldn't be mad if he gets in next. He could take on Islam. Maybe even if Islam does beat him, maybe
rematch. Prates and him for the belt.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that was because that got crazy at the end of that one, That'd be cool.
I wouldn't be mad at that. 5 rounds. That would be good. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Well, speaking of that, they're going to have to face Islam. I personally came in here. I feel like I need to say this because I personally came in here and said, JDM is going to go in there and he's going to piece this dude up.
Yeah.
Right? And I've been one of those guys who has said, no, Islam striking is over. Yeah, it's good. It's better than Khabib's, and that's why we're saying it's good. It's basic, yes, but nah, he did some fundamental things in that JDM fight that really changed my mind, and I feel like I should give him the respect he deserves. So he comes in. Obviously, JDM wants to box with you, right? He keeps him right at range. He starts attacking that lead leg. They're both in southpaw. He starts attacking that lead leg right away. Boom, landing jabs, keeping him at bay. Once you start landing that kick enough, you know how that gets. He starts feinting the jab. As soon as JDM puts those high hands up, he either shoots or attacks the leg again. So now he switches to open stance. That single leg is there. It's closer. It's easier to close distance. And he had him dealing with that for 5 rounds. So I feel like wrestling was the shadows of this fight. Yeah, it kind of took over the frame if we're talking like photography, right? Sometimes the shadow will make the whole composition. But the highlights to me were the striking and the fact that the jab was effective enough, the feinting was effective enough, and the leg kicks were really what did it. Making him have to switch, making him have to, I can't box you. I'm getting leg kicked or feinted. The feints are so effective because the jab is landing so well that you're going to be able to shoot a long ass takedown. So those guys that can shoot from really far away, what I've noticed is they're really good and effective at landing things that make feints effective. And that's why they're able to shoot from far. It's not just that they're that good at wrestling. I think it's that they're dangerous enough from here to be able to feint anything. Then they can explode. And it's like, I was fucking frozen because I didn't want my calf to get destroyed. So he did a really good job with that. I think he deserves the pound for pound. But yeah, I wanted to go into that because I said he was going to, I was like, that's the one I got. That's easy to me. I got that.
Yeah.
He's going to get pieced up. And it was far from that. He was systematic and his striking was very, very well played and very strategic.
Yeah, it went kind of the way I expected it to. Islam could shoot from far. So none of that boxing is really going to be as effective as it would be to somebody who needs to clinch you, needs to get in close.
Yeah.
Islam has the ability to shoot from far, but he can also strike. So I saw it going that way. Even though I wanted to see some JDM boxing, I wanted to see,
would have been fun.
A striking masterclass, but that wasn't the fight that I was expecting to see it in. So yeah, it went the way I expected it to. I wasn't mad at it.
Yeah, a bunch went down over there that week. Tracy lost.
Yes, she did. Unfortunately,
Tracy lost to Erin Blanchfield.
Yeah. And people were giving her stuff. I really didn't look too far into it, but I kept seeing people who were giving her stuff because she didn't take the loss the best, or she was kind of salty about it. Or
I lost everybody, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what they expect. You just got into a fight. You expect somebody to be happy they lost. Everyone in that ring thinks they are the best.
It depends. If we look it up and be like, well, she really wasn't that good. I shouldn't have. But then it's different.
Yeah.
Though,
I don't know what she said. Yeah. I didn't look it up, but
yeah.
Either way, for me, it's I'm mad as fuck when I lose too. So.
Nobody likes to lose. I don't like to lose. This morning when
you lost to your own son.
When I was teaching lessons,
oh, yeah.
And I didn't even like to lose. I was out here teaching. I'm like, damn, I got to lose to teach this lesson. But yeah, so Tracy lost. Wellmaker got pieced up by Patrick Ewing's white son in Madison Square Garden. The
48-hour Ewing.
Hey, another construction worker.
Yeah,
I think Trump made a little call, bro. Trump said, "Hey, can we get a different guy representing the working class in there? I got a real good guy for you." Dana said, "You know what? You're right. I've been thinking that. I don't really like this guy representing the working class. Let's get a different kind of guy." I'm not going to go into detail, but it looked like it. I wouldn't be surprised right now, bro.
Yeah, it needed a different construction worker.
Hey, get a different. Yeah, what I mean, this guy pours cement. This guy also pours cement. Which one do you want representing that? And Trump was on his ass about that. So they brought in this dude who had the really good hands. That was cool. I think Wellmaker will be fine.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He has a lot of momentum behind him. He's very likable. He's clever on the mic. So and he's good. Yeah, and he's good. Too. Yeah, he has one-touch power, like knockout power. You know, so
yeah, he's dangerous.
I think it showed some holes in his game. He doesn't have a lot of straight shots. He's a lot of looping shots, a lot of hooks, a lot of, just a lot of power. And I think he needs to work on jabs and twos down the middle, stuff that will open up those looping shots. Instead of just throwing those looping shots, those big shots, you have to give a reason to to have that opportunity. If I'm not, make them respect you down the middle.
If I have to if I have to close a feint, you know what I mean. If I have to close my guard because of feints, that's gonna change how those open shots come out. So
I mean, I think he'll be fine.
But he'll grow. He's young. He's a kid. Yeah. What fights do we have coming up? Our next fights are going to be Merab. I don't know if they're the next fights or the next pay-per-view.
That's the next pay-per-view, but I think that's the next fight.
Okay.
No, it's the next pay-per-view. That's in early December.
Okay, so next pay-per-view is going to be Merab Dvalishvili taking on Peter Yan for the second time.
Yep. This
will be the fourth fight in this calendar year for him, right? Fourth defense if he wins?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's a record.
I would call him Peter Yan. He's not the type of dude to sleep on. So I'm not going to make very accurate predictions. Actually, I'm not going to try to make too accurate of predictions. I'll just make fair assessments.
Bad predictions.
No. I'll just make predictions of who I think are like, and why. I mean, he's just overpowering, but I'm not going to try to go, this guy's going to be because this and this. What I will do is come in with, an accurate take on what I saw in whether I was wrong or right. I will try to make a nice assessment of what happened. But yeah, I'm not going to just make these wild outlandish. He going to box his head off. I'm like, how stupid are you to make that assumption? Yeah. But yeah, I got that going Merab's way right now. He just looks unstoppable.
Yeah.
But you never know.
I got Merab as well. Merab is the machine for a reason. And I mean, he's already beat Piotr Yan. So he's proven he can. I don't see Piotr doing anything different that is going to change what Merab does good. Hey, crazier things have happened. People have had bad nights. Anything is possible in fighting. But yeah, I see Merab doing the same thing.
Same. That's a double title, right? So who's the main on that? Is that a double title fight?
Yeah.
Pantoja
and Joshua Van.
Ooh, yeah, I got Pantoja.
I'm kind of more excited for that one.
Me too. That's gonna be a barn burner.
That's gonna be a really good one.
And if anybody does make it boring, it would be Pantoja. And even when he's boring, it's more fun than when other guys are boring, right? So yeah, I would go Pantoja on that too.
Yeah,
I think just the experience in there, man.
Yeah,
it's a lot of experience against high level guys.
On that one. Yeah,
because
I'm seeing Pantoja, but then I don't know, something tells me
you could sleep him.
Upset. Like
feeling?
Big, like an upset. I don't feel like we've seen like an upset like that in a little bit.
It's been
on a champion at least, like upset level.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that one could be the one that comes out of nowhere. But also Pantoja is just very calculated, I think of the champions, he doesn't get the credit, but he might be one of the better champions we have right now as far as comparing him to the other fighters in his class. Like he might be that far ahead of everyone else in his class.
It looks like it.
I think so.
It looks like it. As far as IQ goes, he always figures a way out, and his tank is crazy. He looks like he's exhausted. I've never seen somebody look so tired in round 2 and then look less tired in round 5. Like, cause he looks so gassed and at the end, and then somehow in round 5, he's just still putting the same output. So he's just incredible in all type of different ways. We had some boxing last night too. Benavidez. That's probably all I'll talk about. I saw him get a clinch on somebody. What it looked like. I don't know if it was a frame, the angle maybe I caught, but he had what looked to be a clinch and just threw like 24 right hands that landed. You didn't see that?
No, I didn't even know he was
maybe
fighting.
I'll put it.
I like him.
Bro, yo.
I like Benavidez, but I didn't even know he was fighting.
Me neither. And then I'm hearing something about Jake Paul.
Jake Paul
is supposed to fight.
They did a face-off.
Yeah, so
but he faces off with a lot of people, and sometimes they don't happen.
Let's say his name.
I mean,
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Versus Jake Paul, December 16th.
I think it's very close for it to still be, for it to be like a joke or hoax. Like that December 16th is not far off from now to just be fucking around. And then next thing you know, you need another fighter or there's no fight.
Yeah.
There's contracts and there's shit that need to be signed. Huh?
I think there's no fight. I think they're just hyping up fights that aren't going to happen. Yeah. I don't think there was ever a Gervonta fight, low-key.
Maybe
I'm
not.
starting to think these things are press runs that are understood. And then whoever falls through, and it'll be somebody way beatable compared to. Because if this now, so this here's the crack. Here's the crack. If Anthony Joshua doesn't knock Jake Paul's head off, and I'm not gonna say a fan of Jake Paul, but I am of the cloth of, why are you telling me how Jake Paul's not a good boxer? He's a better boxer than anybody personally. So like your cousin that boxed and shit like that, or your stepdad, or he's not fucking with Jake Paul in boxing. Probably. Maybe, there's outliers, but for the most part, the average guy who's like, I don't like Jake Paul, he's not a boxer. And it's like, yeah, he kind of is though. I get where he's not beating high level boxing competition, but he's way better at boxing than you. Yeah. And he's way better at boxing than your cousin, Luisito and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but if he doesn't get his head knocked off of his shoulders by Anthony Joshua, it blows the lid off the cover to me. It's like, this is not real. Or if by any chance he wins against Anthony Joshua, to me, it blows the lid off whether any of this is even real or not. And I think you're sacrificing that because this is a different level, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is not.
I mean, I don't even know. I don't really pay attention to the Jake Paul fights. Like,
yeah.
If I'm home and bored on that day, I'll put it on. If not, I'll catch a highlight tomorrow. I really could care less what happens.
It's not mine.
But yeah, this is one where it's like, if he doesn't, it's like, to me, it's like a lose-lose for Anthony Joshua. Like, other than the money. Let's be real. Other than the money, because the check is going to be fat. We know that. I got it. But like, as far as boxing-wise, legacy-wise, it's like, if you lose to Jake Paul, obviously you look stupid. But if you beat him, you beat Jake Paul. You're supposed to beat Jake Paul.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Like, what's the point? Other than the check. Like, come on. The check is going to be worth it. It's going to be tremendous. So I get the money part, but
I don't think this fight's going through, brother.
No,
I don't see it. I don't see it going
through. I could care less.
Yeah.
He could fight anybody for all I care. I would never. I mean, I have Netflix already, so it doesn't matter. But if I didn't have Netflix, it's not like I would.
No,
I wouldn't even get a 1 month Netflix just to watch.
No,
a Jake Paul fight.
No, me neither.
I'm talking shit. I think we did that for the Mike Tyson Jake Paul one.
Well, so the thing is, the more
that's because I like Mike Tyson.
But that's Mike Tyson. Yeah. But the thing is it's more. I really think this is not going to happen. That's the only reason I even brought it up. It's just like I don't even think this is going to happen, and I'm starting to think these are all like these real boxers and stuff. Like this is it's so corny and whack if it is that, and it's corny if it's set up for these guys to lose.
Eventually, he has to fight real fighters. That's what everybody
Anthony
wants.
Joshua first.
I get that, but
Anthony Joshua, I don't.
But he's too big of a name to be fighting the low guy. Like
Anthony Joshua.
No, I completely.
You see
I get it.
Difference?
Yeah, no, I don't even think he belongs in the ring with Anthony Joshua. That's not what I'm saying. But
difference.
It's like, what else is he going to do? He's not going to go.
Yeah, he's too big of a name.
He's too big to fight with somebody who nobody knows.
But
just
somebody
he's
more close to his size. It's either the tiny guy who's the greatest or the hugest guy. Like, what is this? Doesn't make sense.
It's a circus act.
It's and we're act. Yeah, we're over here covering it. We're covering the circus.
So we're doing exactly what he wanted us to do.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting these guys paid, so
yeah.
I don't care. I'm ready to come back in and be like, yeah, I tell you, that shit ain't gonna happen. But let's see, maybe it will.
Yeah.
Other than that, anything else you want to talk about, brother?
No, I don't really. I can't think of anything. I was sick this week, so nothing really happened to me.
Yeah, we both running at the end of a cold right now.
So like I really didn't pay attention to anything outside of just trying to make it to Sunday so that I can even record. Yeah, I really didn't pay attention to much outside of that.
Thanksgiving disguised as a feast. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate that, or whatever you celebrate on Thursday. If you just got the week off and are happy about that, cool. I say go into work after the break and ask for a raise. But yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all, though. Because by the time this comes out, it will be almost Thanksgiving.
It's the day before.
Yeah.
Day before Thanksgiving. So, I mean, I hope I don't have to have turkey. Bro, it's like, man, just give me the juice. Just give me chicken. It doesn't taste enough not like chicken to be that dry. It's like there's no excuse for it to be this dry. Everybody says, no, I make a juicy turkey. I really do. And then you taste it and you're like, I guess it's juicier than one I had last year, but it's still not as juicy as chicken that tastes exactly the same.
Yeah.
The driest part of the chicken is more juicier than the juiciest part of the turkey. What are we doing? Now this shit is sitting in the fridge for fucking 6 days. I don't want nothing to do with it. Neither do y'all. Just get 2 or 3 chickens.
So you don't like turkey?
I mean, I'll take a turkey slice on a sandwich or something like that, but it's, because it's the mayo. It's going to juicy it up. But I really don't care, and that's the problem with Thanksgiving is they forced us into having this kind of food that's not as good as the food we eat on a daily basis. You're going to tell me the shit that we made the other day wasn't better than this turkey? Now you putting cranberry sauce on stuff. What are you doing? Yo, don't bring me cranberry. Yo, do not bring me no cranberry. Please, hey, listen. I hope I'm not offending anybody. If you like this, it's of course, man. Everybody's, but don't bring me no cranberry sauce and tell me to put it on. So, no, trust me. I don't trust you. I don't trust myself. I don't trust anybody. I have trust problems. Actually, I have trust issues. They have told me this, in therapy. No, I don't want cranberry sauce.
Yeah, I don't fuck with cranberry sauce.
They start putting all kind of shit on top.
You can keep that shit.
No, man.
I'm good.
Sweet potatoes.
I just started eating sweet potatoes too.
Bro, I don't, and even then I'm like, man, just give me a tater tot. Give me a tater tot. I don't want nothing to do with them sweet potatoes, bro. But it's still going to be a time to be thankful. Some of us eat every day, and that's something to be thankful for, right? So definitely, count your blessings. Try to stay grateful. Take your wins with grace. Take your losses like a boss. Please do not get it twisted. Get it braided. If it's too short, get it faded. It's been another episode of Catch the Fade with Miggs and Ozzy. Willie will be back next week.
Peace.
Peace.